Welcome back, everybody. We have something pretty funny for you today. And this is a way that Ditto actually works. So I've seen this deck twice now in tournament. And the list I'm playing today is from one Mr. Level 80 Mewtwo. And I looked at the list and honestly, I didn't really see anything I disagreed with. Like, if Ditto is going to be good, like, this is the way Ditto is going to be good. And so Ditto, what it does is you are able to copy the attack of any of your benched Pokemon so long as they are not EXs. There's not a lot of Pokemon I can think of that are as good as Rampardos to copy, because you do still need the energy requirement fulfilled in order to pull that off. So Ditto can use Rampardos' attack for just one energy. It has just enough HP to not get one-shot, or to not knock itself out if it does take a knockout. It'll live with just 10 HP. So Ditto can just be a free Rampardos attack, and then you can go into your Rampardos at the end of the game, and now they have 150 HP Rampardos to deal with. Okay, quick win for you. By Hitmontop, we didn't get to talk about the guy, but he destroys babies, as you can see right there. All right, going second here. If you guys would, check if you're subscribed to the channel. About 50% of you are not. Really helps out. We're almost at 20K subs. This is going to be pre-recorded content for the next couple of days. I'm going to be gone, so I'm just, it's midnight here. I'm just trying to get some videos done. But yeah, like I saw this video do well in a tournament, and I can't resist copycatting for 5. I know I have the rare candy piece in there, but I can't resist doing this and possibly getting like Pokeballs and all the other things to play my hand down a little bit better. Like that. Well, that's going to get all my Pokemon, which is chill, but, you know, not my favorite thing. And I think what I'll do is go... I don't know what I'm playing against, but it might be like... It might be some sort of... Oh, what is it? Some kind of Altaria thing? Like, most likely Altaria? I guess it could be Reuniclus as well. But a cool thing is, like, Ditto copies the Hitmontop, too. So... even if I start Hitmontop, or start Ditto, I can still use Piercing Spin for 20 damage. Which is very, very nice for us. Okay, he's going to go into Cleffa. I feel fine as long as I can get a Rampardos set up. Like, this Skull Fossil might not stick around. And what I'll probably do, because everything else in the deck is attacking for just one energy, I think I'm just going to attach to the Hitmontop so I can pivot it if I need to. Okay, there's the Rampardos. And I will hold off for a turn, but I feel like I might just want to go Skull Fossil, discard, and make my opponent go through Ditto using Rampardos' attack, Ditto using Rampardos' attack, and then Rampardos. And that might just be how I win the game. I'll probably copycat beforehand because my opponent has such a large hand. I might be able to copy for the second rare candy Rampardos. And if not, there's a good chance I just draw right back into the copycat. So, or right back into the Ditto. But the way I see myself winning this is by getting through this Cleffa and then just going for this Indeedee. If I just keep putting 20 on this Indeedee, I mean, that's going to be a free 2 points for me. So what does he got? 6 cards in hand? I'm definitely going to copycat here. I have 10 cards left. I'll see the majority of my deck. I'm just going to use the copycat. And then from here, we're going to go into one of our attackers and get this thing going. There's Ditto, the helmet. Even forgot the helmets were in here, to be honest. All right, well, we'll still probably just play it as is, or should I get the Ditto out? The problem is that this, I think I'm going to leave it as is. We're going to copy Rampardos. I am a little bit scared because my opponent could go, like, promote the Indeedee, heal it, and then retreat into, like, Rare Candy Reuniclus. Which, like, wouldn't be the end of the world, but if I have to attack into this Solosis multiple times, or this Reuniclus multiple times, yeah, so there's that. If I have to attack into Reuniclus multiple times, I would rather do it with Rampardos' than with my poor little Ditto. Because that guy's going to get knocked out in one hit. But Rampardos can tank a hit from Reuniclus. And putting down 130 damage on Reuniclus, like, that is not an amount of damage that they can very easily out-heal. They can, you know, I mean, between Lily and adding 30 HP and the Indeedee, yeah, they can get up there. But this turn, we might even just try to avoid the... Or, I guess I have two different plays here, which is Sabrina, knock out the Gardevoir, because that's all my opponent can send up without losing. Or I can just go Hitmontop, put 20 on the Indeedee, and hope that my Cyrus is enough. He can't even attack this turn. So it might just be a copy with Indeedee. We'll research, we'll get the rare candy, we have double Rampardos. We can put the Rocky Helmet down too. And this is just a lot for my opponent to deal with, man. Throw a Rocky Helmet on the dose. And because I still want to be able to attack with the Rampardos next turn, I'll attach there. I could have attached to the Hitmontop for, like, Sabrina shenanigans, but if my opponent's using Sabrina, I think I'm just going into Rampardos anyways. I'm not trying to delay this game. I see win on board. I'm going to try to capitalize on that and go get it. If my opponent's going to let me, and we can just avoid this Reuniclus. This is a nice thing. I mean, with the Hitmontop, and we get to choose who we go after. And if our opponent's playing a 1-point based deck for the attacker, but they have a 2-point Pokemon in there, you know, we can go target him down, and he's just going to attack into the Ditto, and we're going to Cyrus this guy up. I've seen quite a lot of Reuniclus on ladder. I don't really believe in the deck. It's why you haven't seen a video from me on it yet. I think it's pretty gimmicky. It's really tough to set up, and I'm just overall not a really big fan of it. If I'm putting a deck on the channel, it's because I've, like, found some success with it, and I've beaten, like, every single Reuniclus I've played against. So I've yet to see a list that impresses me. It's a very fun deck, though. It's very fun, but hey, we get it done there. And here we go. I get the choice of who I'm going to start with. I think I prefer starting the Hitmontop. A little bit more HP. Game's breaking. A little bit more HP. And Ditto, I like to save that for the Rampardos, right? If this is Mega Charizard, it is a Mega Charizard deck, or a Charizard deck. We're going to force our opponent to go through 3 1-point Pokemon, man. Charizard cannot deal with 3 1-point Pokemon very easily, especially not one that's dishing out 130 damage each turn. So as long as we are able to set up a Rampardos, I feel pretty good about this. We're going to get to Copycat for a lot of cards. The only way we don't use Copycat here, I think, is if we top deck Research or Skull Fossil. Maybe even if we top deck Research, I still Copycat. Okay, so we don't do anything. We're going to hang out. All of us, we're going to have a good time. Our opponent, you don't know we got nothing. You don't know we got nothing. And this is going to be very, very difficult for our opponent to do. Okay, we're going to get an early point off of this Magby. Not very consequential when I'm expecting to have to go through a Mega Charizard. We're going to go Mega Rampart, or we're going to Mega Rampardos. The guy's basically a Mega, bro. I mean, he's so powerful. That's fine, bro. I got a second Ditto. I'm not too concerned about it. I can even just retreat this into the Hitmontop, right? That's his Sabrina down. You can keep setting up this guy, and it's not a big deal to me. Like, if I go Rare Candy Rampardos, and off the Copycat I find another Ditto, I might just stay in with the Ditto because I have the backup there. But if not, I might just go the Hitmontop. Because this difference in damage, it doesn't matter, right? I'm not... The guy, if he can do this... If he can do 60, he can do 80. So it's not really a concern to me. But I don't find one, and I want to be able to attack twice with Ditto. So I'm going to retreat into the Hitmontop. I don't think he'll have another Sabrina. If he does have another Sabrina, we're going to give him the Skull Fossil. And I think we'll just keep bullying this one, because I'm probably not winning this game by taking these early knockouts. I'm guessing I'm going to win the game by getting through a Mega Charizard. And between Mega Charizard's attacks and the 130 from Rampardos and Ditto, it's not going to be enough for my opponent. Or it's going to be too much for my opponent to deal with. He can't possibly out-heal that. That's 180 damage every turn between Rampardos' attack and my opponent damaging itself. So let's see here. Oh, he's going Stokazard. That's fine for me too. I don't really care all that much. 130 plus 130 will get through this guy like almost no issue. I might even get to make him go through 2 Rampardos, which doesn't matter. I mean, the Charizard's knocking out both of them. But, you know, we can. We can do it. And we're holding Cyrus as well, so we can hope that that is enough. I will attach to the Ditto, I guess. Like, it doesn't... This energy doesn't matter. This is the great thing about attacking for just 1 energy every single turn. Where you place the energy doesn't really matter all that much. Even if my opponent uses a Lily here, he gets up to 180. What does it matter? Yeah, he's going to go down to 160 from the Rocky Helmet. I'm going to do 130, and then I'm going to do 130. And now he is setting up that other Charmander, which is scary. Absolutely. He will, if that's a Mega Charizard, he will be able to attack with it. But I don't think I do anything different. I think I still just play for using Cyrus/Sabrina on this thing after I've damaged it. There's both of them. So we're going to research, and we're really just going to try to hopefully get a bunch of cards we can play down. A Pokeball and a Ditto is perfect for me. Get that out of the deck. Put down another Ditto. Honestly, I just want my deck to be as thin as possible. This is totally fine with me. Let's thin out everything. Let's get rid of everything out of our deck. And we'll attach to the Rampardos here. And now my deck is pretty thin. I've got 6 cards left. If he Marses me, I'll still see half of my deck off of this. And I just need one of these 2 cards to let me win. That is not a Mega Charizard. Not by any means. The best my opponent can do is retreat into Charmeleon, let it go down, or retreat into another Pokemon, let it go down. Okay, he's going to retreat into the Charmeleon. That's not enough for a knockout. I can pivot out of this. I can Sabrina Cyrus that thing. None of this works out for our opponent. This is just too much damage. It's way too much damage for these big EXs to deal with. Simply too much. And I'll let Ditto do it, bro. I'll let Ditto die like a man and head smash this Charizard. Had this been a Mega Charizard, same exact story. Nothing changes here. It was actually better for my opponent to have the Charizard EX. I guess the best for him would have been the Baby Charizard, but then he almost certainly wouldn't have been able to power up that one in time. And if it was a Baby Charizard, I probably would have just Cyrus that one and knocked that out before it could become a problem. So I think no matter what, we had that game on lock. This deck seems pretty well equipped to deal with Charizard just in general. Nihilego deck. Not great for our little tiny Ditto to be attacking into a Nihilego if he puts a Poison Barb on it. Not a great time for us. We have a pretty dead hand here. Fair to say. We're going to use Copycat and hope that not too many cards get played down. Okay, that's fine. I would really love to not see a Poison Barb this turn. That's going to make it really hard for me to start. Oh, it's a dang Venusaur. You guys, if you watch enough content, you know I like to go Copycat turn 1 over research. I'm looking for some guys. I'm looking for my Hitmontop. I'm looking for my Skull Fossil. Well, that's interesting. And he's playing the Blend of Energy. So he will actually be able to attack with this Nihilego. That's crazy. I wonder if that's on purpose or if that's like a oops. Forgot to change that in the deck editor. We'd be feeling a lot better if we had gotten Hitmontop this turn. Getting Hitmontop next turn actually isn't the worst because I can do 40 damage to this Nihilego. I would really enjoy getting a Hitmontop this turn. I think that I would rather have a Hitmontop than a Skull Fossil for this next turn. Well, yeah, no, I would. I'm glad it's not on the Nihilego, because again, if I get Hitmontop, I can pivot, I can go 40, ping 20 somewhere, 40 again, knock this thing out. There's the Hitmontop. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now we will research. I'm fine with not using Sabrina, and hopefully a Skull Fossil comes off of this. Nope, that's fine. I'm totally okay with that. I would really like second Hitmontop. Well, never mind. We're fine like this. But because of no Poison Barb means that my Hitmontop will be able to attack twice into this thing. I'm really just worried about getting damage on the Ivysaur. But obviously we need the Skull Fossil to make all of this come together. Now he can... I honestly, like, the play for him might be to just retreat into Ivysaur and Synthesis to it. And if he does that, I will use Sabrina if I don't have a better supporter to play, as in a draw supporter. Because that will delay the Mega Venusaur attack for just one more turn. My opponent won't have the energy needed. And it seems like he's thinking, do I attack with Nihilego or do I just go for the Synthesis on the Ivysaur? If he attacks with the Nihilego, I don't think he gets punished as long as I don't top deck Skull Fossil. But if he doesn't, then I do have the Sabrina here to fix that for myself. That's fine. That's actually better for me. Because if I use Sabrina, he could have sent up the damage Nihilego. It got knocked out. Mega Venusaur can still come. By doing this, it means I can use Sabrina, lock something in place for one more turn, and just let me get my Skull Fossil. It's really all I care about. I'm gonna need to attack the Venusaur twice. And look at, so no Skull Fossil. So we're gonna just go Sabrina. And we're gonna copy a friend. I don't know which one he sends up. I don't really care all that much. Rampardos gets knocked out by a Venusaur attack no matter how much poison damage is going around. So, and he elects to send up the not damaged one. That's on. It's fine by me. It's fine by me. I might even just go into Hitmontop at this point. I think I'm fine with going into Hitmontop and getting this extra damage down. Like, the Dittos are somewhat more important. Do 40 here and 20 to the Ivysaur. It would take my opponent misplaying by benching a third Pokemon for this to... Well, okay, so I should have used the Piercing Spin on the other Nihilego. Did not accept... Well, would I even have the damage to pull it off? I've already used the Sabrina, so I can only Cyrus something up. And there's the Mega Venusaur. Very cool. Oh, yeah, I guess, like... Well... I don't know how I feel about the Dark Energy in here, because you need the Grass Energy pretty quickly in order to... But I guess it's your answer to Oricorio. No, your answer to Oricorio is poisoning them and racking up huge Nihilego damage. I don't think I like the Dark Energy in here. You need to have that Grass Energy early, and if you get scammed, even just 2 Dark Energy in a row at the start of the game, and you're not able to use the Ivysaur, and your opponent sets up... Like, if I had Rampardos, if I had been able to set up Rampardos at any point here, my opponent would be in a lot of trouble. Dude, that's fine. Okay, so our opponent's just giving us time here. I am not going to attack into this Nihilego. I'm not doing it. I'm not moving this thing for him. I need more time. I need my Skull Fossil. I'm gonna just chill. I'm good on that, man. I'm gonna attach to the Hitmontop, and I'm gonna pass it over to you. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm not taking a point here. You can attach to the Nihilego now if you want, and then pivot into whatever. Or the Mega Venusaur, that works too. I think that energy just should have gone on the Mega Venusaur last turn, so I was forced to attack, but if you're not going to make me, then I'm not going to do it. And really still just hoping for the Skull Fossil. Okay, so he's got the Ivysaur in hand. Yep, Copycat is not going to be an option for us. Have we even Copycatted once this game? We did. We did. Still just waiting on the Fossil, man. We've got a lot of cards, and none of them are doing a whole lot for us. That one is. And now... Might just be better to preserve the Hitmontop. But either way, I don't see a way where we win the game by pinging a bunch of damage everywhere. Right? Because I can knock... Well, I'm not even going to knock this out anymore. But I think the way through this is the Mega Venusaur. That's just how I'm drawing it up. I would love Rocky Helmet. I would have loved Rocky Helmet at really any point to damage our opponent more, right? When the Venusaur comes up and attacks, because... Ooh, that's the worst thing I could have seen, because that is going to put all of the heals in the world. We have done 60 damage to this Mega Venusaur. So I don't think we'll be able to heal out of range. We'll smack him for 130, even if he plays Lily. You would have to play potions in the deck too to get out of range of this. And you know what? I'm glad, win or lose this game, I am glad that we have gotten time in here. Because a lot of these games have been... Oh, okay. So, I mean, I see what's going on here. Sure. But this is opening up an avenue for us to now win the game by avoiding the Mega Venusaur entirely. This Ivysaur can't move because he has the Dark Energy. Again, the Dark... I think it was simple as the Dark Energy should have gone to this Venusaur. And then this Ivysaur could have a Grass Energy on it. He could use Synthesis. But for right now, this Ivysaur is stuck. This Ivysaur is going nowhere. And I'm fine with just going Rampardos. And I think this game might be won by me knocking out some of these little guys. So we'll burn the Pokeball. We'll put the Rocky Helmet here. And we'll put an energy. Everyone can attack for 1. So Ditto might, or Hitmontop might want to retreat. And I will go copy a friend. Is this going to work for us? Well, it's just going to take a Cyrus. I mean, I'm counting on my opponent not being able to retreat this Ivysaur. I don't think he can. I mean, maybe he's playing the X speed and he can go attach, retreat, plus Lily onto that Venusaur, and that's going to be a big problem for us because then my opponent could use all of the heals. But I mean, he's got his whole deck in his hand, so we've kind of got it figured out right now, right? Okay, the Indeedee as well. Indeedee's going to heal up the Ivysaur's damage. I don't really care. I'm trying to knock this Ivysaur out next turn. I'm assuming that my opponent will not have a way to move it, and I can head smash it. If not, this whole play is a lot worse, but at the same time, like, what could we have done differently? I'm not sure. What it might come down to is using Piercing Spin on the Indeedee and hoping I just find the Cyrus. Synthesis. Okay. So we can even... Copycat's fantastic here. Copycat is very, very good. Gets us through our deck just a little bit more. Hopefully a Rocky Helmet to burn. I think I've burned all my Pokeballs. Rocky Helmet to burn. Okay. No Cyrus in hand yet, but we can actually win the game by going double ping on Nihilego. Again, I don't know what heals my opponent plays, so it is a little bit trickier, but we have like some time here. Slightly. I don't know who gets it. I guess we're going to be going back-to-back Dittos, so potentially just the Ditto. And we'll go copy a friend. And we'll explode the Rampardos and head smash it. Bone smash the Ivysaur. Take 50. Just enough to live. Just enough to live. And we won't get knocked out by poison coming back into our turn with the Ditto, which is cool. But my opponent hasn't taken a point yet. We've played this pretty as well as we can. We've stopped our opponent from attacking when he wanted to by setting up damage the best we could. And yeah, and now let's see. I'm not guaranteed to get the Cyrus. I might not even see it this game. But hopefully just the pinging is enough. I mean, what could my opponent's deck possibly be? There's another Venusaur in that hand. There's another Quick Grow Extract. And there's got to be another Research. So that seems to me like that's everything. I mean, my opponent's playing a lot of tech cards. All right, there it is. Cyrus for game. Wow, I think that was a very good game. I'm very glad to be able to showcase that. I think that was a very, very fun game. Showed the power of the deck. Limiting knockouts. I mean, not something you see every day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you subscribe. That's going to be the end of the video for sure, because that was a pretty long game as well. Yeah, Ditto deck is actually like surprisingly good. I had a lot of fun playing this during this recording session. Great time. I definitely recommend it. Give it a spin. It's a lot of fun.